So I took my son with me on a trip to Atlanta, and I went to Morehouse College, which is Dr. Martin Luther King's college where he went to college. It's actually a historically black college. And we were actually the only, white people that were there. So for my son to have this experience, I think that it really helped him to see how much joy that my son brought to every single person that he met. There was this guy, Tiger, and Tiger was just blown away by my son, John Paul. Not just that he had red hair and, had freckles, but this kid, really, he was taking in Tiger and really being a part of the experience. And then Tiger just took in my son. And he actually ended up calling him nephew. He's like, this is my nephew. This is my nephew. This is my nephew. And he goes, Dad, did you know that Tiger said I'm his nephew? And I think it made me see that whether black, white, green, blue, or green, that who my son was to Tiger, he was his nephew, meant the world to him. And it said, the who mattered. This kid couldn't, he's 12 years old. He couldn't do anything for Tiger. But Tiger, what he did for my son, let him know that who he was important, that this was his nephew and that was his uncle. And they have a bond for life. And I know my son, if I said, let's go to Atlanta and hang out with Tiger, he didn't know Tiger. He didn't maybe know his story or what he's been through. But guess what? He knew he mattered to Tiger. It was an unbelievable experience. And actually, I was helping out, putting up a tent, kind of just serving at this game. We're getting ready for what's called the Inner City Classic. And Tiger comes over, he goes, all right, nephew, you're gonna come with me. And I didn't even know this guy, but he took my son to breakfast. I go, I wanted breakfast. But he took my son to breakfast with the coach. And they said, we want you to be our first Irish recruit to play basketball for our team. So he went out to breakfast with, the head coach of the basketball team, Tiger, the assistant athletic director. But they all said that was their nephew. And it made me think, what if we when we met somebody, we really believed they were our brother, they were our nephew, they were our friend, they were a gift. What if we believed so much in them that they were a part of the family? And a family stands for, my friend actually started this acronym. It's FAMIOI, forget about me, I love you. See, Tiger didn't worry about whether he was blood related. He cared for my son like it was his own kid. And it was just, I'll tell you what, it was one of the most life-changing experiences for me and my son. Also, we went to there was so much passion there. There were these bands, and every single band that was playing, they were dancing. Now, first of all, I don't know how you dance while you play, but they were dancing while they played their instruments. And the excitement of these kids, the passion, the wanting to bring joy, the hard work, the dedication. If every kid could be that dedicated, that passionate, if every kid could be like those kids that I saw at the Inner City Classic in Atlanta, Georgia, I'm telling you right now, we could change the world. I mean, you got to see these kids. They poured every ounce of their being into playing that instrument, and it touched my life, and it impacted me. Now, I'm tired like you wouldn't believe from this trip with my son, and now I'm going on another trip. I'm in Columbus, Ohio. I was just in Atlanta. But all that tiredness went away when I saw that band and I saw Tiger, because I was like, man, this guy's loving my son. And these bands are bringing more passion than ever. And I think that's what we need to do in this world. We need to ask ourselves, how can we bring joy into people's lives? How can we bring excitement into their lives? Not be a Debbie Downer, not be a discouragement, but how are we going to bring forth an energy that supersedes all of the differences? Because anybody can get excited. Anybody can get enthusiastic. Anybody can bring joy. Anybody can bring hope, faith, love. Anybody can do that. Now, not everybody can play an instrument, that's for sure. And not everybody can have a golf cart like Tiger. But mark my words, we all can get excited about something. Now, my question is, what are you excited about? I'm just excited about spending time with my kids and my family. But it was an unbelievable trip. I mean, unbelievable trip. Trip of a lifetime.